What's going on, apes? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in this video, we are obviously going over AMC, but we're going to go over all the information that you guys need to be made aware about, the Stocko Tracker data, the Vortex data, touch on the technical analysis, as well as just acknowledge some FUD, because there's a lot of FUD out for AMC, and as we do know, the financial media is being paid by all these other hedge funds and institutions to spread this fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So we're going to clear the air on that. Like I said, give you guys the information and the data that you need to know as somebody playing the short squeeze in AMC, or if you are a long-term investment in this. So without any further ado, hit that like button for me. I do greatly appreciate it, and ultimately by doing that, you guys help push this video out to as many people as possible. Hopefully we can recruit more baby apes for the movement, because the more the better, as well as consider subscribing to the channel for more update videos just like this one. Now, getting into it, guys, I just want to talk for a second about the move we did see today. Now, you shouldn't get discouraged if AMC is down. You shouldn't get too excited when AMC is up. You will know when the short squeeze is coming. You will see it reflected in the volume and obviously the price action. And we are simply not there yet. We are still in a strong consolidation phase. I really would have liked to see over 50 by close by the end of today, but that did not happen. But as we all do know, especially if you have been in AMC for a while, you can see explosive moves to the upside and the downside. So nothing to get too concerned with as far as the actual day-to-day price action. But for today, we were down 3.65%, bounced a little bit in after hours, up 0.30%. Now, we really have a strong support level at this $40 price, so I don't think we're going under that by any means necessary. We would have to get some really bad news, I believe, from the company to see a huge drop like that, because we all do know there's close to 100 million shares that do need to be covered, and until these shares are covered, we're simply not going back down to those prices unless all the apes start to sell out of their shares all at once and get paper handsy. But I don't think that's the case. We're sitting in between this $50 resistance level and, like I said, the $40 support level. So I do expect a breakout past 50 up to about 55. Since we are still in this little bullish trajectory we have found through price action over the last 2 days, we gapped up, and then we've I call this a consolidation day. You're not really going down too much. If you look at this, we are still firmly above where our bottom was just yesterday at $38.76. So I do think all does look good there. We are above our 200-day moving average on the 4-hour candlestick chart. If we can break out past the 50-day moving average, this is a clear sign to traders and algorithmic trading programs, because some people don't understand why technical analysis is so important when it does come to AMC, and it comes down to the fact that 70 to 80% of all stock market volume is due to algorithmic trading programs. Now, what do? The biggest factor and thing that they actually trade off of is technical analysis. So if you can get in line with that, you can set yourself up to be on the winning ends of trades more times than you are not. Now, like I said, that 50-day moving average at $52.45. If we do break over that, I think we're going to find this support over $55. That's really where we have been consolidating for a long time, just not over the last couple of days. Ultimately, I think we will consolidate in between 55 and 60 before we do make that leg up past 65 and ultimately to all-time highs. Now, I do want to point out the volume as well. We had a significantly lower day for volume today, stuck at that 57 million for volume. We've been around this range besides yesterday, the day that we really did gap up, but the fact we are not dropping so hard after you're seeing these huge volume swings, that is definitely a positive thing, because when volume comes into the stock, you tend to see the share price go up. When volume leaves the stock, you tend to see the share price start to crater. So that is a sign right there of apes are actually holding on to their positions, and we are the majority owners of AMC, as you guys already do know. But let's get into the Vortex data, guys. Short interest change of 0.41%, return shares 1.37 million, borrowed shares 1.78 million. That is a net gain to the total shares that are sold short of 408.55 thousand. So shorts continue to short the stock. We are seeing the short interest going up day over day, and the current short interest percentage of free float as we do currently speak is at 19.05%. 97.48 million shares that do have to be bought back. So if you guys are doubting the whole short squeeze theory here, it's not a theory, it's going to happen. They're going to have to buy back these shares. As long as apes do not sell, that is where we do have the ultimate say so in what does happen with the stock. If a lot of apes do sell, like I said, then it's not going to hold that much weight. But to put this into a little perspective for you guys, today, like we said, we only had 58 million in volume. So if all today's volume was only shorts buying back stock to get out of their short positions, you would still have an additional about over a half a day of volume. So you would have a day and a half worth of volume of only being buys. Now, what do you think that's going to do to the actual share price if all apes are holding onto their positions? That's going to do a lot. Now, we're not seeing this double-edged sword effect that I've been talking about in a lot of videos, where that is essentially you're seeing the stock market going down. You're also seeing banks restricting capital to other hedge funds, institutions, and even normal people like you and I. So you're going to see a lot of these hedge funds, institutions losing on their long positions, which a lot of the time is collateral to stay in short positions, as well as you're going to see AMC going up like we did see yesterday. So they are losing on both sides of their trade. So you're going to see a high incentive for them to actually cover their shorted shares in AMC. That is ultimately what I think will trigger the mother of all short squeezes. Now, there's going to be other catalysts and other factors that do go into this, but I think the most important thing is a market sell-off leading shorts to be forced to cover their short positions, among many other factors. Now, we are seeing the share utilization going up yet again, and this is not what I want to see happen. I want to see the share utilization coming down as the short interest is going up, signifying there's more shares that shorts could sell short, and we are seeing them actually take that opportunity to do that, being reflected in the short interest going up as well. But the share utilization is at 90%, so there's 10% of available shares to actually be sold short, which does make AMC a hard to borrow stock. Now, getting into the stock tracker data a little bit, obviously we didn't see any type of gamma squeeze today. Like I've been saying on this channel, it's not going to happen. For today, we obviously seen that it didn't happen. But for July 16th, we have 77,680 calls that are currently in the money, as well as out the money at 281,604. These are huge numbers, guys. We're definitely going to see some delta hedging going on if AMC does have a good week starting Monday. You're going to see a lot of hedging going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, especially on Thursday and Friday. Now, taking a look at the option chain, and the only reason why I'm talking about this July 16th expiration week is not to get your guys' hopes up. Like I said, take these videos with a grain of salt, but we are seeing a lot of open interest on the option chain at the $60 strike, which we have been seeing on every single option chain, but you do see a lot at the 65 as well, and then ultimately at 70 you see almost 22,000 contracts that are held in people's brokerage accounts. So if we can get to 70, obviously we're going to get a lot of steam from FOMO buyers, day traders, and even hedge funds and institutions that want to be on the winning side of this trade. That will help push us past 70, get that gamma squeeze effect. But then once you get to 75, you have about 17,000 contracts that are held in people's brokerage accounts as open interest, and then there's a ton from 80 to 100. So I do think we have a huge potential here for a gamma squeeze, especially once we do start the week come Monday. You're going to see some short-term traders actually starting to buy these contracts as well. So that is the thesis behind it. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt, but that is just what I'm thinking is likely to happen, or definitely could happen. Now, to acknowledge the FUD real quick, when you guys see articles like this, AMC shareholders are making a huge mistake, Loop Capital says. There's one article, but there's many articles that talk about this whole theory or whatever, that issuing new shares would have been good for AMC stock when they were trying to issue 50 million, 43 million, and they actually got the 43 million shares. It wasn't seen as a good thing by the financial media, but now they're saying it's a horrible thing. And this actually helps the short squeeze, because when they issue or wanted to issue 25 million additional shares, that is diluting your equity value by 5%. 25 million out of 500 million is 5%. That is definitely a great thing that didn't happen, at least in the near term for the short squeeze, because obviously AMC is getting back to normal. They don't need the capital like they did the last time around when they issued 43 million shares. That is actually why you've seen a slight dip on the 43 million shares, but then you did start to see that rally. Now I think you would slightly start to dip, but for everything else on the proposal, you guys just make your voice heard. Go out and vote. If you held shares before, I believe it's June 2nd, then you can vote. But that is that's going to do it all for this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. If you guys want to get free stock, check out the link down below for public, no deposit necessary, and no need to even link a bank account. Get up to $70 in your choice of free stock, and it literally takes only 3 minutes. Also, if you guys are not signed up with Webull, they are doing a great promotion right now. Sign up with the link in the description, deposit $100 and fund your brand new brokerage account. Get 4 free stocks, each of them potentially worth up to $2,400 a piece. I also do have a link for the buy and sell alerts. Join a community of about 40 members strong that sources great information all day long. You'll be notified in real time every single time a day trade is made, swing trade, or a long-term investment, whether that is crypto, stock, or options, and you will actually start winning on your trades. But with that being said, that's going to conclude this video. You guys, I will see you in the next one.